All right, 69 days out. Here we go. First part, not surprising for this cycle, 3 power snatch, 115 every 2 minutes. It's supposed to be an EMOM 10, looking back at my notes, but my fault. I guess I didn't look at my notes very well. These are pretty easy, actually very easy, but I'm really just trying to get aggressively under the bar with power snatch. I can full snatch, but I did squat work yesterday. I'm trying to do push-pull as much as I can, so push one day, pull the next. I know there's some integrations with CrossFit where it's a little bit different. Like you sometimes do pull, it just happens, but I'm trying my best not to do that. I sped this up just because it's the same thing every time, every 2 minutes. Just hanging out. But what I noticed here when I was power snatching is that by the 5th and 6th set, I noticed it was just too light. I wasn't able to kind of stay in it. I think you need to do just a little bit of weight to stay in it and motivated. I think this is just too light for me to actually feel like I got a benefit from it. So I put a note just saying that I won't do that again. So maybe I was going a little too slow. But I guess that's a good thing with training is I think it's time for me to kind of phase up and start doing a little bit more. I'm getting a little bit more antsy, which is good. It's always good to be antsy when you're training. So there's that. We're going to jump into the next thing, which the next thing was the ski and deadlift. So dumbbell deadlifts with 70s. I did 12 for the first 2 sets, and then I dropped to 10 because it felt really freaking heavy. But I did this. I tried. If you can tell too, on the right side, it's all blue, but I don't want to edit it out. It's whatever. It is what it is. I just wanted to prove that I did it. Let's see, actually, we can see the time. So I did 12 and 21 seconds. So I was down to like 18 when I did 10 seconds. Took a second. So I like moved the clock here and I looked down and I was like, man, that was like way harder than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why. Usually deadlift stuff is a strength, but it just felt really hard. And then what I noticed too is off the ski, because I was trying to keep the ski between 12 and 1300 for 15 calories. So I was like, man, getting right back to the deadlift, it was a little grippier than I thought. It was only 10 minutes. I was like, why is it so hard? But just sped through it, got it done. It's okay for those that are new into training and you're actually looking at my profile. It's okay to like reduce reps and weight just to make sure that your form doesn't get sacrificed, which I felt that it would have if I tried for 12. It's just not a good time to push. I'm still really far out. There's no reason to like push super hard here. Just main thing for me was good pulls on the ski. So I was just trying to get really good pulls here. And then the deadlifts is to just, when I grip the dumbbells, I was just going to go 10 straight. So before I started, I said I have to do all 10 at once. I'm not going to drop the dumbbells. It's not worth it. So there it is. Pretty straightforward for part 2. EMOM 10 stuff will probably stop by the 3rd or 4th week, but I like doing EMOM work for things that I'm relatively weak at. In this case, it's skiing. Not very good at skiing. So, all right, we're going to the next thing. So part 3, this is the Hyrox workout. So the Hyrox workout was 30 minutes, 2,000 meter bike, 400 meter air runner, 50 bodyweight squat. I like this one. I'm more of like an endurance-based athlete. I've always ran. I was a runner growing up, so I enjoyed this. I got super sweaty. It's really, really humid where I'm at. I sped up this entire thing just because 30 minutes of just seeing me do 3 movements would be just so boring. So I was on the bike 2,000 meters. I was getting in, let's see, notes. I was getting in at about 152 to 153. Nothing super crazy. Just trying to maintain throughout. So running, I started off, I think at like a minute and 55, which was kind of slow for me. So I got 3 rounds here plus 37 squats. So I was in the 4th round, almost finished the 4th round. My squats, as you'll see here, I was really just trying to make sure that my hips were fully extended every rep. So I wasn't trying to do like this and then stand back up without standing straight with my hips forward. So I was very, very cognizant of getting full reps on the squats too. So every detail in training matters. Everything matters. because they will no rep you in competitions if you continue to do that, right? If you don't push your hips forward, they will no rep you. So why would I try to just speed through this? Who's watching me? Nobody. You know, we've got classes going on at the gym, but nobody cares what I'm doing, right? Nobody really does care, which is a good thing in a way. So that means we should be much more focused on quality over just speed, which is against the CrossFit way. I understand that, because CrossFit's all about speed. And maybe that's why some of the methodologies for CrossFit I'm against. But what I liked about this, though, was it was just steady state in a way, right? I maybe got into zone 3 for a little while, but it was very just like zone 2-ish. You can kind of see the puddles of sweat accumulating. I was just drenched on this. I was just soaking wet when I was done, which is good. I really needed that. For this, though, for the adjustment, surprisingly, because I got down to about a 130 on the air runner, which is about, 18% harder. I think the next time through, I'd probably try to make that a little bit more aggressive, maybe a little longer. The last piece, single leg deadlifts, 10 on each leg. I sped up this entire thing too, just because it's supplemental work, but 10 each leg. And I took this and I did hammer curls. My absolute least favorite workout of all time is anything curling. But I did them 15 with 15s, and then I did flies. So I did 15 shoulder flies, and I did this 3 times through. And then in between, I was doing just some like calf stuff just to make sure that my Achilles is good and my calf's okay. After all that running, it felt pretty good. When I get home, I'll mobilize and stuff. But as you see it here, just kept it. I think the dumbbell for the single leg deadlift, I got up to 35, but again, nothing crazy because I was cramping actually in my right leg. Hammer curls, just didn't want to do it, so I picked something really light. Doing some more calf raises. Saying goodbye to everybody because they're leaving from the 7 o'clock class. I usually train from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m.-ish because it gives me time to clean up the gym and stuff before I have to get home. Busy day is a start to the day. So for those that are watching, I appreciate it, and I will catch you on the flip side.